Number 21. Japan, Pokemon manhole covers. In Japan, the streets are decorated with art manhole covers that in other countries look boring, are turned into colorful designs with Pokemon characters like Pikachu Lapras and Charmander. Since 2018, the Pokefuta project has placed more than 200 covers all across Japan. Each cover has its own design and represents the local culture. For tourists, it becomes like a game to find and collect them as if catching Pokemon. Turning something ordinary into something creative shows how Japan pays attention to even the smallest details. Number 20. Japan, the Scarecrow Village. In the mountain village of Nagoro in Tokushima Prefecture, the population has dropped to less than 30 people, but the streets are filled with more than 350 scarecrows. These scarecrows are dressed like farmers, students, and workers. A local woman made them to remember the neighbors who moved away or passed on. Walking through the village feels both strange and touching, as if life has frozen in place. Tourists are surprised, but also moved by this way of keeping memories alive. Number 19. Japan. Capsule hotels. In big cities like Tokyo and Osaka, where land is very expensive, Japan invented capsule hotels. Each capsule is only big enough to lie down and store a few items. Even though the space is small, every pod is clean, private and quiet, with curtains, lights, and outlets. For many visitors, the idea feels claustrophobic. But for Japanese travelers, it is about efficiency and rest. This creative design has now spread to many countries, showing how Japan can turn limited space into a smart solution. Number 18. Japan, high-tech toilets. Japan is famous for advanced technology, and even toilets are designed with innovation. The washlet toilet has heated seats, water spray, warm air drying, and even sound effects to cover bathroom noise. Tourists may feel confused when they first see so many buttons, but once they try it, they realize it is far more clean and comfortable than normal toilets. For Japanese people, this attention to detail reflects their culture of perfection, even in the most private part of daily life. Number 17. Japan, schools without janitors. In Japan, students clean their own classrooms, hallways, and even toilets through an activity called ojisuji. This surprises many visitors because in other countries, cleaning is the job of staff. In Japan, both students and teachers take part every day. The idea is that when students clean their own space, they learn respect, responsibility, and teamwork. This practice builds discipline and humility and shows that education in Japan is not only about knowledge, but also about character. Number 16. Japan, islands for cats and rabbits. Japan is home to islands where animals rule the space. On Aoshima, cats outnumber humans, and on Okunoshima, hundreds of rabbits run free. Tourists visit these islands not for food or scenery, but to play with the animals. The animals are treated with priority, and some areas are protected to keep them safe. Visitors must respect the rules and allow the cats and rabbits to move freely. For many people, these places become emotional sanctuaries and also help local tourism grow. Number 15. Japan, rage rooms. In Japanese cities, you can find special places where people pay to smash things. These rage rooms provide objects like televisions, dishes, and printers, along with bats or hammers. Visitors wear safety gear and release stress by breaking everything inside. Some people may think it is wasteful, but for many Japanese, it is a safe way to release pressure before going back to daily life. Customers include office workers, housewives, and even older people. Some centers also offer counseling, making it both fun and therapeutic. Number 14. Japan, political campaigns. During elections in Japan, candidates do not usually hold big rallies. Instead, they often use vans with loudspeakers to drive through cities, repeating their names and slogans again and again. The messages are simple and do not focus on policy details. For visitors, it can feel more like advertising than politics. But in Japan, this style avoids heated debates or personal attacks. Repetition creates familiarity and reflects the Japanese value of politeness and restraint. Number 13. Japan, silent bars. Japan has many lively bars, but there are also bars where customers come just to sit in silence. Some people spend an hour without ordering anything or even speaking, and the bartender does not mind. This behavior may seem strange to foreigners, but in Japan, silence is respected, and personal space is important. In a busy society, sometimes people just need a quiet place to breathe. Without judgment, these silent bars give them a chance to relax and be themselves. Number 12. Japan adults who act like babies. Japan faces a serious population crisis with fewer children born each year. Yet the market for baby products continues to exist, partly because of a small group of adults who role-play as babies. They wear diapers, use pacifiers, and even sleep in cribs, cared for by others. For many outsiders, this seems bizarre, but for some Japanese, it is a way to escape heavy stress and strict social expectations. It is less about fantasy and more about finding a safe space to rest without the burden of adulthood. Number 11. Japan. No trash bins at train stations. Tokyo's subway stations are known for being clean and efficient, but you will notice there are almost no public trash bins. This change came after the 1995 sarin gas attack, when toxic gas was hidden in bags and placed in stations. Since then, bins were removed for safety reasons. Tourists may find it inconvenient, but the stations remain spotless. People carry their trash with them as a sign of respect for public space. This habit has even inspired visitors to become more mindful when they return home. Number 10. Japan. Train pushers. In busy Japanese train stations during rush hours, workers called oshiyas, or pushers, help people fit into packed train cars. Wearing uniforms and white gloves, they gently push passengers until the doors close. For many foreigners, this seems shocking and uncomfortable, but in Japan, it is accepted as part of daily life. Both pushers and passengers view it as a practical solution to overcrowding in one of the busiest transport systems in the world. Number 9. Japan, the Poop Museum. In Yokohama, there is a museum dedicated entirely to poop. It is called the Unko Museum and welcomes visitors with colorful signs and playful displays. Inside, there are poop-shaped models in many designs, games for children, and even poop-themed souvenirs like cookies and toys. While it may seem strange to foreigners in Japan, it is seen as a fun way to teach children about hygiene in a positive and humorous way. It also reflects the Japanese ability to treat even embarrassing topics with openness and creativity. Number 8. Japan. Expensive ice cubes. In Japan, even ice can be turned into a luxury item. Some bars and restaurants serve ice made from pure mountain spring water or infused with natural flavors like lavender and mint. A single glass of ice can cost $10 and premium versions even more. Tourists may find it unnecessary, but for Japanese people, it represents slowing down and appreciating small details. This reflects their cultural focus on quality and mindfulness rather than quantity. Number 7. Japan. Beauty standards for women. In Japan, appearance is taken seriously, and many women are seen with clear skin, neat hair, and light makeup. However, behind this image are customs that surprise foreigners. Some women do not bathe every day, especially in winter, believing it protects natural skin oils. In the past, even underarm hair was seen as natural beauty rather than something to remove. These ideas can shock visitors, but it does not mean Japanese people ignore hygiene. It only shows that their definition of clean is different. Younger generations are now adopting habits influenced by global trends, such as more frequent bathing and body hair removal. Number 6. Japan. Attitudes toward tattoos. In many countries, tattoos are common and artistic, but in Japan, tattoos still carry a negative image, especially in traditional places like hot springs, gyms, and pools. This is because tattoos were historically linked with the Yakuza criminal gangs who covered their bodies in ink. As a result, many public spaces ban tattoos to keep a safe environment. Some places clearly display signs saying "No tattoos allowed." Attitudes are slowly changing as younger people see tattoos as personal art, and some tourist spots now allow them if covered with patches. Number 5. Japan. Adult film industry. Japan is known for discipline and order, yet it also has one of the largest adult film industries in the world. This industry is legal regulated and even has its own awards and fan events. In the past, adult magazines were sold openly in convenience stores alongside comics, which surprises many visitors. In a society where public displays of affection are often avoided, this separation between public life and private life is very clear. The industry faces strict rules and debates continue about protecting actors and changing public views. Number 4. Japan. The culture of bowing. Bowing is an important ritual in Japan used to greet, thank, and apologize. There are even rules for different angles of the bow, such as 15 degrees, 30 degrees, and 45 degrees. In big companies, employees are trained on how to bow properly. Tourists may find it confusing, but Japanese people are usually forgiving as long as the effort is sincere. Bowing shows respect, and even if done imperfectly, it makes a good impression. Over time, bowing rules are becoming more relaxed in international settings, but it remains a key part of Japanese culture. Number 3. Japan Cuddle Cafes. In modern Japan, where many people live alone, services that provide emotional comfort have become popular. Among them are cuddle cafes, where customers pay not for drinks, but to be hugged by a stranger. For $50 to $100, they can spend an hour lying next to staff, holding hands, or simply resting quietly. To outsiders, this seems unusual, but for Japanese people facing loneliness and work stress, it is a way to feel human connection without judgment. Number 2. Japan Vending Machines. Everywhere. Japan has about 4 million vending machines. Machines, one for every 30 people. They sell not just drinks and snacks, but many other items, including some that surprise foreigners. While sensitive products exist, they are only a small part of the system. Most machines simply provide daily convenience. Reliably, local rules now limit what can be sold in certain areas. For visitors, vending machines are a symbol of how Japan values convenience and trust in public spaces. Number 1. Japan. Sleeping at work in Japanese workplaces. Long hours are common, and employees often stay until their bosses leave. Within this culture, sleeping at the desk is not seen as laziness, but as a sign of working hard. This practice, called inamuri, means being present while asleep. It shows that the person has worked to the point of exhaustion, but is still there, ready to continue. At first, it shocks foreigners, but in Japan, it is accepted as dedication and responsibility.